Alright, peace, folks. How y'all doing, man?
Welcome back to another of the Alchemist Amateur Spotlight. You're here with Coach G. It's been my pleasure, over the last few days, at least the last week or so, to be able to interview a few fighters, and I hope to be able to do more. And I hope that you guys out there watching, I hope that you really enjoy these guys as much as I do. Not just because of the sport of boxing, but some part of humanity should touch you, when you're hearing these guys' stories. All right, so, yes. Do you know what the Pacific Island of Gap is? Pacific Island of Gap? Yap? Philippines. I guess Philippines. Yeah. Yo, what up, B? How you doing, baby? All right, so, yeah. Big Sean, what's up, baby? Right, so anyway, like I said, pardon the interruption, we still home and all of that. But like I say in the other interviews as well, we do this in order to keep the attention on the fighters, man. Because I know a lot of these guys put in a lot of work, man. And this particular fighter, of course, everybody's good. This particular fighter that I'm about to interview here, he has a very good story, man. I've worked with him a lot. I have a lot of faith in him. At one time I didn't, but we'll discuss that later on in the interview. But without further ado, let me see if I can add my boy up in here. Where he at? Let me see. It's my main man. Yeah, here we go. Hey, Troy. All right, so like I said, without further ado, everybody,
what's up?
Man, Big Troy Owens.
How you doing?
I'm good, man. It's good to see you, man.
It's good to see you too.
Man, what the hell going on with that hair, bro?
Chill. You know the barbershop is closed. Don't do me that.
When I left me, had braids on the crazy. I ain't going to drag the night and cut the thing like.
What happened was like I got tired of having a dress because like when you put on the headgear and like it's like all stuck in your head, like I can't turn my head and stuff like that. So I had cut it off like right before the gym shut down. So I'm just gonna keep it like this for a little while, just see what it does. Feel me?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real with you. You know what I'm saying? I kind of don't like that on your head, but don't worry about it.
Low head? Oh man, I'm sorry.
It's kind of whack, bro. It's kind of whack.
Oh man, forgive me. I'm sorry.
Yo, what's up, baby? Shout out to you. Yeah, man. So anyway, like I've told the people, man. I've worked with you. I've seen your evolution, man. You make me proud. Just saying that right.
Thank you.
Don't take it too. Don't take it too light.
You right.
Don't take that too. Don't let that go to your head.
I smile too much. I'm sorry. You right.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, man. Let me be proud of you in that shit.
Man.
Yeah, man. Like I said, man. In reality, man, it's just a privilege to be able to do an interview with you early like this, man. Because I hope that this can be archived for you sometime, in the future, say 5 or 10 years from now, when you're, at the top of the game, doing the thing, like, yeah, man, I did my first interview with my coach, man. Man, it was
definitely,
So that's what I'm gonna do, man. So like I said, man, without further ado, what we're gonna do, man, we're just gonna get right into it. So, I pretty much gave you the info on how it's run. We got 10 questions. We're gonna run it like rounds. And like I said, I won my last two. You know what I'm saying? So I hope I'm gonna win my last. I'm gonna win this one too.
I got you.
By the time this is over. All right. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. Let's go with this first question, man. And I think I'm pretty close to this question right here. With you, but I'd rather hear from you. From your mouth. Here's the thing. What's your earliest memory of boxing? Like whether, it was actually doing it, whether it was, a schoolyard fight or, whatever. Like, what's your earliest memory of the sport of boxing?
Well, growing up, I've always been like a skinny kid, kind of, my dad growing up, he grew up in like pink houses and stuff like that, so he always like had to fight for himself, and like, he was like the only child besides like his sister, so he was the only boy in the house. He had to like do things himself. So growing up, things were like different for me, but he still wanted me to like be able to defend myself. So I think it was in middle school when he first took me to the boxing gym. He took me to Gym X on in Bedside. You know where that's at?
Right,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yeah, so I was about like 11 or 12, like when I first started boxing, but I didn't really take it seriously back then. But that's like my earliest memory of like, just hitting the pads and like treadmill and stuff like that. I never got the chance to spar, but, just, basic boxing stuff when I was like 11 in middle school. But yeah.
Right. Okay, good. And how old are you now?
I am 18.
You ain't goddamn 15.
Nah, I'm 16.
You like 37. You like 37.
I'm 37. I'm not as old as you now. I'm not in my 60s, feel me? I'm not in my 60s and
I hear that. Dude cut his face in here all night. I'm 18.
Man.
We hear all that, man. That's good. All right, so about 11, that was your first time experiencing, boxing, whatever, seeing a boxing gym and all of that. Were you really intrigued at it, when you were there, or was it just like something like, okay, my dad brought me here and that was it?
Well, I started off with like doing jujitsu, but I didn't like that because in jujitsu there's no like hitting. There's pretty much just like takedowns and stuff like that. So yeah. So like I wanted to do something like more physical, and then when my dad took me to the gym, I liked boxing. It was more so.
Tiny, what's up? Hold on 1 second. Let me shout out. Shout out to Jamal. Shout out to Tiny. You got a few other people here. Shout out Mike, Jere.
Yeah, and there goes
your main man there. You see your man Dev out there. Your man Bum Magnificent.
Yes, sir. My boy Dev. My boy Joel.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but go ahead. Yeah, finish the story. Yeah, so with the jiu-jitsu and all that.
Yeah, I used to like do jiu-jitsu. I didn't really like it, so I started boxing, and it's like when I was in the gym, I was having fun. Like there was never a time like where like he would take me to the gym and like I don't want to be here type stuff. But it was really hard for me to like stick with it. Like like I feel like I'm not blaming my coach or anything like that at all. But I'm saying like if I just like would have had like a little bit more like I guess experience with boxing, like if I would have been able to spar something like that, I would have been able to like stick with the sport. I would have been able to be like, I want to come back and I want to spar again and stuff like that. But I feel like because of the fact that I wasn't really able to spar or anything like that, it's like I didn't really have the drive to go to the gym. Like my dad would take me twice or 3 times out of the week, and then like I would take like weeks off and stuff like that. But I was young, so like I can't really stick with it. You know what I mean? So I think that's kind of why.
Yeah, I dig it. And everything happens in its own time, of course. So let's get to our next question. The sport of boxing, it's a big thing. It's probably, in my opinion, the pinnacle of combat sports. A lot of people like their UFC stuff or whatever. That's cool, but I think boxing is where it's at when it comes down to combat sports, man. I mean, shoot, even Bruce Lee had to bow down to it. He said, listen, I got all that Wing Chun and all that, but I got to add something else to my repertoire, and I'm gonna get this boxing in. But in terms of that, what do you think? Just out of from your perspective, what do you think that is boxing's impact on the world?
I feel as if like boxing has the ability to save people, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. I feel like there's a lot of kids out there. There's a lot of people who, for example, let's look at like the top 3 heavyweights. You got Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, and Tyson Fury. All 3 of those guys have like these interesting backstories. Like Anthony Joshua talks about how he was just partying nonstop before he picked up boxing, and now he's world champ. Right. Tyson Fury, everyone knows, he was on drugs, and then he came back to, fight Wilder recently.
Right.
And Deontay Wilder was like in his 20s when he first started boxing. He went to the Olympics, and now he was world champ too. So I feel like boxing has like this unique ability to like take kids off the street and like just change people's lives. Like me, for example, too. Like before I started boxing, I was doing a bunch of stuff that I probably shouldn't have been doing. But like ever since I came,
you were not just smoking crack, was you?
Nah.
Okay, all right, yeah. I know what time it is with y'all young cats. I'll be out there smoking that crack, man. I'll be rocking.
Man, that's not my generation. That's
all right,
not my generation.
All right, man.
I don't know about that. But just being in high school and stuff like that. Just like partying and stuff like that. So it's like when I stepped into the gym, it's like I just like clicked in like immediately. Like my social life kind of went down because I was just in the gym like every single day. Like I believe I only missed like a good like 3 or 4 days when I first started. I was going to the gym Monday through Saturday nonstop, and like that really like changed my life for the better. So like when it comes like to the rest of the world, I'm only one person. Tyson Fury and all them, they're only one person. But like imagine how many other people in the world had like that same experience, like where like boxing like changed them. You feel me?
Right. How many have been inspired by those stories?
Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping that at least some point, at some point, your story will be something that can be written down that people can actually follow and be inspired by and want to do better with themselves.
Yeah, that's my goal. Mm-hmm.
Right. I know. We done talked about it a few times. I get it. No doubt. Mm-hmm. All right, let's get to this third question, right? Mm-hmm. I think I know this. I think I know the answer to this one too. But again, we gotta hear from you, man. You know what I'm saying? Okay. What's your toughest experience inside the ring? Talk about it. I remember that time.
Water real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh man, hold on.
Yeah.
We're not gonna even talk about the sparrings. Like you got the videos. You can expose me anytime. You got that. But man, definitely my toughest experience has to be in my second fight for sure. I only have 2 fights, and my second one was by far like my hardest experience, like sparring, like just in general. Like
right.
Yeah, the fight was upstate, and before the fight, he had fought someone else from my gym, and he won. So that like added a little bit of, I guess, intimidation. I guess
Right.
The guy that he beat, he's pretty good. He gives me a hard time in the gym, like pretty much every time. So it was kind of hard seeing myself being able to win the fight. But my team, they gave me this perfect game plan. It was literally just use my jab, stay off the ropes. Yes, exactly. Use my jab, stay off the ropes. Use the uppercuts. Feel me? Easy. Easy. But like I said,
I haven't seen a really natural jab like yours, man, in a while, man. But listen, don't let that go to your head, man. I can tell you, don't let it go to your head.
No. I'm working on it every day. I gotta work on it every day for sure. Definitely. But so the fight was upstate, so that's like a good 2-hour drive, and like overthinking can really kill you because like that whole drive, I'm just like in my head, just in my thoughts, like, damn, we're driving 2 hours. Imagine if I don't get this win. Like, imagine I got everyone from my gym coming 2-hour drive. Like, imagine if I don't get this win. Like, this guy beat one of my friends. This and that. I was just stuck in my head, and then just skipping to like when I got into the ring. It's like I saw the camera. I realized that this is being live streamed to basically like the whole world. Like the whole world could start watching at any moment. And then I just froze, like it all got to me. And getting through that first round was just so tough. Like I remember halfway into the first round, I believe that the ref, like, he broke us up because of something. And then I remember just looking at my corner and then realizing that, like, I'm out of breath. Like, I've trained for this. I've been running. I've been doing everything. I'm out of breath, like, halfway through the first round. And then the second round, I was able to, snap out of it for a little while, push through and get the win for that round. And then it wasn't until the third round where, a lot of people, I'm looking at you.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm a lot of people. Go ahead. Yeah, I'm a lot of people. Yeah,
I didn't win that third round, but if you look, if you look real closely at that third round, I truly do believe that I won that. I truly believe.
Listen, I'll admit it. To the full, man. I was definitely one of the skeptics that was like, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, yeah, come just say peace to the world. Say what's up.
Shout out to my boy Yansley.
You see your mans in them.
Man, what's good, Just? What's good? That's the only man to knock me down the ring.
I got the footage, baby. Clean right hand. I got the footage.
Clean right hand, put me down. Yes, sir.
Yeah. I got the footage, man. Yeah, man. All right. Yeah, man. So let's move on. Let's move on to this next question here. Mm-hmm. Right. So we got that as far as like what's the toughest thing. What do you think is the, in your opinion, what do you think is your greatest achievement, right? In the ring.
Definitely has to be my first fight. Like those two fights are just completely opposite.
Man. Oh, you know what? In that first fight, for those that did not see it, I think I still got the footage. I think I got the footage. Somebody got the footage somewhere.
I got
that
the
first
footage.
Fight is phenomenal.
Thank you. First fight. Like I said, first fight I was very nervous. Just like the second fight, but it wasn't until I saw my opponent, and then my coach said to me, thank God we got a short guy. And in my head, I'm like, thank God. Because in that locker room, I saw like so many tall fighters, and I'm looking at like their body types. I'm like, these guys are most definitely 152. And like, I'm not really prepared to fight someone taller than me. Feel me? Like, I'm not in that state of mind. So when I saw my opponent,
as a of course, down, now you got to jab up, and, a lot of head movement. Yeah,
exactly. And like of course, like much respect to him. But like when I saw him, I saw that he was shorter than me. I'm like, okay, thank God I can use my jab. Trained for. And then luckily, I was able to get the 1 minute and 17 second TKO in the first round, which was
amazing. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, God damn, look what this boy done did, man.
Thank you.
True, man. Yeah, I was amazed by that, man. Yeah, but I can imagine, especially, due to, the conversations that you and I have had, over the last few months or whatever, about, going into the Ringmaster tournament, and for you to come out in that spectacular fashion and actually destroy him, that was something. That was definitely something.
Thank you.
Yeah. So let's move on. Question number 5. Do you have any other interests outside of boxing?
Well, I'm pretty sure like this is every teenage kid's answer, but gaming is one of my favorite.
God damn it! I thought you was different.
Nah, trust me. Gaming is a pretty good career as of right now. Gaming is a great career to have. Trust me. I bet you wish that you was a gamer.
Maybe. I see them headphones. They like gaming headphones.
That PS4 headset. But also, I'm also into video editing and film. I plan on changing my major next year to a film major, and hopefully I'll be able to in case boxing doesn't really go my way, I'll be able to probably work on movies and TV shows, stuff like that. So just setting up different avenues for me, I guess, just in case.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I can imagine, doing that type of always working in some form of I guess digital field, I suppose, would suit you, given the person that you are, man, because a lot of people can understand, you're a very articulate young man, sometimes you can be a little flustered, I've seen that too, but yeah, I think it'll probably suit you well, if the boxing thing doesn't work out for you, but I have no, given what I've seen, I have no doubt in my mind that you'll be able to have a flourishing career.
Thank you.
Let's go to question number 6. I've again, like I said, I know you, and I've seen you at your highest, I've seen you at your lowest. I know there's times where you get a little frustrated. But have you ever had a time, during your short career, right? Have you ever had a time when you felt like, you know what, man, I'm done with this, man. I'm not doing this anymore, and it was like, man, just the pressure of the fight game got too much for you, and you decided that, it was going to be over. And if so, what brought you back, into boxing?
Well, there's never been a time like where like I just fully like gave up on myself. Like I'm completely done. But I would say my second fight, and then also more so just like me just scrolling through Instagram and like seeing like these amazing sparring videos. Because like my whole thing is like I pretty much started late. Like you have these guys that started like when they were 8 years old, 6 years old, like like before middle school type stuff. And you have me that came in at the age of 17, almost 18, like trying to become world champ. So it's like when I see these guys like on I guess Instagram and stuff like that, they're like monsters type stuff. I'm like, right. How, yeah, like how can I reach that goal? You know, I also it also applies to like guys in my gym too. Like, you know, even though we're on the same team, it's like eventually I have to be the best. Feel me? So it's like like how am I going to get past that level? And it's like I see these guys, and like, you know, it's like I started late. Like, is it really possible for me to accomplish my goals? But then you have stories like Deontay Wilder, like Tevin Farmer, you know, started at age 19, Deontay started at like age 20, and, you know, they both became world champs. And it's stories like those that basically like pull me back together. I'm like, all right, guys have been here before me, guys have done it before me. It's like I have no excuse. Starting at age 17 isn't a bad thing. I just have to work harder. So it's kind of like, you know, just like it's kind of iffy every now and then, but I never like fully like gave up on myself. Like I'm done. Like no more boxing. Like trying to find a new thing, because boxing is what saved me. Like boxing is my goal at the end of the day. So, you know.
What's up, Rick?
What's up?
What's up?
That's the birthday boy.
Yeah.
Happy belated. No problem. But yeah, you know, it's just like every now and then, you know, it's like probably like a little bit of like, I guess, a doubt. But, you know, like I said, Tevin Farmer, Deontay Wilder, you know, also Anthony Joshua as well started kind of late too, and, you know, able to become world champ. So I could do it too. You know what I mean?
Right. Absolutely, that's good, man. That's fantastic, and you got to have that type of drive in you to want to continue. Because again, like I tell people all the time about boxing, man, nobody wants to get punched in the mouth. Nobody walks in and says, "Man, you know what? I can't wait to get punched in the mouth." And let me see how many times I get punched in the mouth.
It's not fun.
So you do as much as you can not to get punched in the mouth. But if you continue to do a whole bunch of stuff and you keep getting punched in the mouth, it can get very frustrating, man. You know, and it can make you want to quit, man. It can make you say, you know what, I'll never learn how to keep people from punching me in my mouth. You know, and you know what, forget it. You know, and I've seen it. I've seen it break people and be like, listen, I ain't doing it anymore. You know,
yeah, definitely.
But it takes an extraordinary person, man, to really continue to do that, and that's why, you know, most people don't make it. You know, like they say, 2% of the people that actually walk in the gym actually continue and try to compete. You know, that's a really hard thing to do.
That's true. You see it every day. You see guys walk in. You see guys like with a lot of talent, and then it's like one bad sparring match, they never come back. You know.
Right.
You know, obviously not trying to sound cocky, nothing, but like pretty much everyone's had that one guy that they sparred, and next thing you know, like you never see them again. It's like dude, like you did good. Like come back. You know, it's crazy, but you know. That's just boxing, you know. It's really not for everyone. I've realized that, you know. I've also asked myself, is it for me, like all the time? So, you know, that's just the sport in general.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so let's move on. Okay. To me, right, I've called you a sucker MC. On a few occasions. Right? On a few occasions. You know. But you know, in your mind, right? What would you say on a scale of 1 to 10? What would you say is your level of work ethic in regard to boxing?
I'm gonna be completely honest with you, right? Completely honest.
Go. Why'd you say 3?
No. I'm gonna give myself a solid 6. I feel like
cool.
Maybe on the edge of a 7. I'm gonna give myself a solid 6, because anyone that knows me in the gym, they know that like when I'm in the gym, it's no playing around. Like it's just straight locked in, you know. Coach tells me to spar, I'm sparring. At one point, I was sparring every day for like 2-3 weeks. Feel me? Like just nonstop, continuous sparring. Everyone knows like I used to be the first person in the gym and the last person in the gym. The last one hitting the bag. First one hitting the bag, last one hitting the bag, all this kind of stuff,
Right.
So, like, when I'm locked into the gym and when I'm in there, it's no playing around, I have friends in the gym and, like, sometimes they want to talk to me and, like, like play around type stuff, but that's not what I'm here for, I'm here to, like, actually, like, become the best. So,
right.
Like, anyone that knows me knows I'm a gym rat, but outside the gym, that's, like, when it gets a little bit shaky. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not making excuses, but being a college student on top of like boxing, on top of like trying to have a job and stuff, it can get a little bit like too hectic. Like sometimes
that's a lot of stuff in the morning. Right there.
Yeah, exactly. It's difficult. Like I wasn't even able to keep working because like the gym and school alone was just too much. Like I had to get rid of my old job that you actually helped me out with. Thank you for that. But
Y'all do stuff for the community. Y'all do stuff for the community.
Yeah. Definitely did help me with that. But it's just like stuff like that where it's like like when I had like too much of a workload, it's hard for me to like, wake up in the morning and like tell myself, okay, I'm getting ready to run. I'm gonna run these 3 miles. I'm gonna come home. I'm gonna go to school. And I'm gonna go to work. It really is too much. And like even now, like it is kind of hard for me to like wake up at like 6 a.m. on the dot and like I'm going for a run or like I'm about to do this full calisthenics workout kind of stuff. Like compared to like me playing my game, like compared to me working out, it's like sometimes it is hard for me to actually like put in the extra work. But I'm definitely working on fixing that. And like as of right now, I'm actually planning on going to work out tomorrow. I'm going to the park with my coach. I'm gonna hit some pads and all that kind of stuff. So I'm definitely getting back in shape. So yeah, I would give myself like a solid 6 overall, to be honest.
All right. Well, look. At least you're aware of it, and you're cognizant of where you are mentally and physically. That's a good thing. That's where it starts anyway, because you'll never know where you're going unless you know where you are. And I can definitely attest to that 6 because I know sometimes I don't call you and say, come on, Troy, let's go. We're going over here. And I look up like, hey, y'all seen Troy? Man, Troy ain't nowhere around. Yeah. I know.
Sleep is a killer.
Obviously.
Nah, definitely. But I'm working on it for sure. No doubt.
Good. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's move on. Right. Here we are. Question number 8. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you haven't had a very long career, right? Mm-hmm. But I've seen you excel, over that time frame, and you've excelled pretty far. But if you could see yourself the day that you walked into Bed-Stuy,
man,
yeah,
mm-hmm.
and given the experience that you have now, if you could meet yourself or greet yourself at the door and say, hey, man, listen, what would you say to yourself? What kind of advice would you give yourself? Would you say, all right, look, man, turn around, go back, get out of here, because this ain't the place for you? Or would you, try to give yourself something solid or what?
Honestly, I'm the type of person where, like, actions speak louder than words. So I feel like more so I wouldn't say anything to myself.
Jump on yourself and punch yourself in the mouth or something?
I'm telling myself to gear up going into the ring first day. I'm going to show him what he can become, feel me?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Like, that's the best motivator, like beating myself up, like showing myself that I could like become like one of like the top people, like even though I'm nowhere there like right now, but in the future, feel me? It's like like I would definitely just tell myself to just put on the gear, like let's spar, and like I'm gonna show you, like like this is where I'm at right now. This is where you could be, type stuff. Like no advice, you don't need none, because like you already know what to do. Feel me? I don't need to tell you nothing. Just put on the gear. Feel me? Yeah, just put on the gear. I won't hurt you. Because I can't hurt myself, but fun. So,
I'll let you know what it is. Right. Okay.
Exactly.
That's good. All right. Next question. Question number 9. Right. We're coming into the championship rounds, and like I said before, I think I've been winning this fight so far.
You've been winning. All right.
Listen, man, I got it. 8 zip. You know what I'm saying? 8 zip, you know what I'm saying? You got to pull something off. You might have to pull off a fantastic knockout or something for these last couple rounds.
Well, but put on some Respect My Power merch. What happens? That's easy 3 rounds.
Look, hey man, you see what's happening here, man? That's
yes,
always
sir,
good,
yes, sir.
man. You know,
You still owe me my hoodie. You still owe me my hoodie, though.
Listen, man, don't worry about all that, man. I got you, bro.
Man.
All right. So here we go. Round number 9. What would be your definition, right, of being a successful boxer, or just having a successful boxing career?
Well, I feel as if like championship belts, those are nice and all, but I forgot exactly who said it, but someone said that belts only collect dust, and that's true. At the end of the day, like when your career is over with, sure you may have been champion, but like you really want to be remembered, you want to be respected. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's like the main thing about boxing. Like I want to be respected. You know what I mean? Like even if I never win a belt, even if I never get to like the top level, I guess, like as long as like I end my career like respected, like that kid got heart, that kid's willing to fight anybody, blah blah, like that's my main goal. You see how like Mike Tyson has lost plenty of fights, but Mike Tyson is Mike Tyson. Feel me? No one will ever talk bad. Exactly. No one will ever talk bad about Mike Tyson.
At 53, he's a boogeyman.
Exactly. Yeah. 53, he's coming back. So everyone respects Mike Tyson. Everyone respects Muhammad Ali. Floyd, and people are now coming to Floyd and saying that, he really is like one of the best ever. So it's like, that's like the type of career I want to have. Like Manny Pacquiao, like everyone respects Manny. He could lose 5 fights in a row right now. People will love him forever, no matter what.
Right.
So it's like, that's the kind of career I want. Like you can keep your belts, you can keep whatever. I just want to I want to have that respect on my name. You know what I mean?
There you go. You want him to respect that power, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Power.
You know what's happening with that? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Man. All right. Good question. You might have took round 9.
I think I took like a good 5.
I don't know, man. It look like it's 8-1 to me. Man. I don't know.
It's looking like a draw to me. I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna see. All right, here we go. Last question. And I don't know what to expect, as far as your answer to this question, due to your limited experience in amateur boxing. But I'm gonna ask it anyway. Let's just see. Just from your perspective, what changes, if any, would you implement in amateur boxing right now?
Oh man, you want to hear a story?
Give your particular experience.
You want to hear a story?
Yeah, go.
So, the ring masters were like my first amateur experience. So, like I said, I only have 2 fights, and I was supposed to fight at Gleason's at the first 152 event for the ring masters. And
I remember.
Yeah, you remember, and
yeah.
So
everybody was hyped up. Yeah,
everyone's excited. Exactly. They emailed me. I'm texting all my friends and family. This is the location. This is the time. Everything. They make fighters weigh in. They make fighters train for the day and everything. And then I get there. I'm waiting to fight. I'm nervous. I'm like, I got family on the way. I got people already there. And then 5 minutes before the event starts, they tell me, your name wasn't on the belt sheet. You're scheduled for another date. Like you basically got to buy, and that's honestly like the worst experience. Like,
I know where your heart just went
crazy. Yeah. Exactly, because it's like, even if I was to fight, like I was nervous. Like even if I was to lose or whatever, it's like, okay, at least I got to fight. At least my family got to see me. Like the people didn't waste their time. I had at least a good 5-6 people, maybe like 7 or 8 people that came to the fight. And I wasn't even fighting. They came there to watch other people fight, and it's just like,
wow.
I feel like that has to be like better, because if you're gonna wait 5 minutes before the event to tell me that I'm not fighting, like what am I here for? I could have been home.
Why you didn't tell me yesterday?
Exactly. Like why you didn't tell me the day before? What takes
you
so
could have
long?
told me at the weigh-in.
Exactly. I feel like if someone signs up for the tournament, and if someone is like willing to go through it, then you should already have the belt sheet ready. Like, you shouldn't just wait to see who shows up, because if that person doesn't show up, then they're not a fighter. If you have a fight and you don't show up to your fight, you're not a fighter. You know what I mean? So it's like, you shouldn't just wait till 5 minutes before the fight. We have the belt sheet typed up. This is who's fighting. Like, tell me a day before. Tell me at the weigh-ins. Like, at least pack my stuff and go home. You know what I mean? So that's the biggest change that needs to happen. Like, I believe that later on in the tournament, they actually they get better at that. Like, my second fight, they immediately told me who I was fighting, because they already had a bracket, and I already knew my color and everything. But for those first few fights, it's crazy. This is honestly crazy. It's really frustrating, but
I think it's because a lot of times they don't know who's going to be fighting. They have all
exactly.
People back in, back out. Some people are ready, some people aren't. There's a bunch of stuff going on.
Exactly. That's true.
I can imagine that'll probably be a real pet peeve for a lot of fighters, man. A lot of amateur fighters.
Terrible. It's horrible. Like, people say, congratulations, you got to buy, you get more time to train, but it's like, I really wanted to fight. I really wanted to fight.
Right. Mm-hmm. And I know it, man. All right, man. So that's round 10, man. And as I can see, like I said, I won. So it's 9-1. I want to fight.
It's your show.
I want to fight. That's it. So far, I'm 3-0. I'm taking y'all out one at a time.
Real quick, how many rounds did Jaquan win?
Jaquan won 2 rounds. He won 2 rounds.
Damn, beat me in this too.
But he would have won, say, about 4, but I took 2 away from him because he's Southpaw. So, the Southpaw disadvantage. You lose 2 rounds automatic. You know what I'm saying?
You did the right thing. I'm proud of you.
That's how it goes. That's it, man. So anyway, that's the end of the interview, man, and hopefully this gives you a good, decent experience in terms of being interviewed, sometime in the future. That's another reason why we're doing this, man, because eventually you guys are going to be doing that, for real, because it's just me, doing what I do, man. If do you have anybody you want to give a shout out to? Anything?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I was just thinking about that. Hold on, let me just scroll up in the chat real quick. Yeah, I got a whole list. Everyone that came out today. Real quick. I just want to say shout out to my gym. Thank you to everyone for my gym for supporting me. Feel me? Thank you, G, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you. I want to thank God. Thank you to my son Mike, my son Joel, my son Devin, my friend Sergine, my friend Calvin. Who else? My friend Yansley. He commented to my brother Troy. Thank you. Thank you to my boy Muhammad, my son Brown Sugar, my bro Anthony. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support, guys. And that's all I really gotta say.
All right, okay. All right, so you want to tell them where they can find you? You got any social media accounts that you wanna?
Most definitely. Hold on, I'm about to type in the chat. It's superior.troy on Instagram. So you guys can find me there. That's where I post all my updates. I post all my fights and everything like that, so you guys can see, just what I'm doing, day-to-day type stuff. I just posted it right there in the comments. Pretty much it. I have my YouTube channel link in my bio if you guys want to check that out. I got my first fight, and I also have my barbecue exhibition that was last year, June. If you guys want to check that out,
that was bad too.
Thank you. 2 first round knockouts. Yeah.
Damn, dude, what you hit the man right there for? I remember. I remember. Okay, that's good, man. Yo, hey, man, listen, it's been a privilege and an honor. Peace, Bliss. Right, to be able to interview you, man, and hopefully this will be the first of many interviews in your career. Hopefully you have a long, healthy, and prosperous career.
Thank you.
I really want to see you shine. I really want to see you, blow up your weight. But at the end of the day, I just want my 10%. Don't worry about all that.
I got you.
When you make me, I need a cut. That's all I'm saying.
I got you. Ringside tickets for life, whatever you need, backstage access, everything. You can even hold the belt. I'll let you hold the belt.
That's all I'm talking about. Because that damn Jay Paul, he wasn't going to let me hold the belt, son. That's what I'm telling you. I need to, I want to put you in.
I got you. I'll take a picture with you. You can take a picture with me. But you got to give me my 3 rounds, though. You got to give me my 3 rounds.
Listen, I got you, man. I got you. I might have 4 for you this time, bro.
I got you.
See if I can get my wind back up. I got you.
Let's see.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah, bro. So look, man, like I said, man, salute to you, man. And I hope everything turns out well for you. Hopefully the tournament may have some type of suspension where it actually continues later on in the year, something like that. We'll see what the boxing commission is talking about. But like I said, man, continued success to you, brother.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you. That's all I can really say. Just I appreciate you For real,
right, man. So look, man, stay safe, man. And keep the family in good hands, man.
Same to you.
All right, bro.
All right,
Peace.
take care, bros.
Yeah, man. So, like you saw, that young brother there, Troy, man, he's an aspiring boxer. I really like having to be able to talk to guys like him who are relatively intelligent, man. Especially in this sport right here, because he represented himself well. Because a lot of people think that boxers, any type of combat sport, that you're just stupid and that all you do is, how to punch people and that's it. And being that one of the highest, paid athletes in the world, at the pinnacle of this sport, Floyd Mayweather doesn't really make it easy on boxers to look intelligent. You know what I'm saying? I don't know I haven't met Floyd, so I don't know what his level of intelligence really is, but he doesn't make it easy for people to really believe that boxers can be intelligent and still, and win, and hopefully, guys like Troy and others that follow suit will become the new benchmark, for boxing. All right, so thank you guys for joining in, man. I appreciate everybody that logged in, everybody that left a comment, everybody that waved, and all the rest of that. All right, so this is Coach G, signing off. Back. We'll be back probably tomorrow with. We'll probably have to redo the interview with Brown Sugar tomorrow. All right, so without further ado, I guess I'll say peace.